Yeah, man. I mean, definitely a thing would just be moving fast, like just getting caught up in, you can get so caught up in ministry and you can get caught up in so many things. And Jesus did a lot of stuff, but he was always like hearing the Father. And also, just I learned so much from the week of prayer at my church. But there was one of my deacons said, he was like, how many times did I ignore, people because I'm doing so-called God's work? Like, I could be out on tour, like, yeah, I'm leading worship tonight, I'm doing all these things, but like, there's someone at the gas station that needs to hear about my Jesus. Like, so that was the thing that God was definitely trying to teach me, like, learn how to like break away from what you think, your patterns are, and just like hear me in the moment. So there'd be a lot of times, and a lot of it was just on stage and everything like that. But I would still have moments where, you just find yourself talking to people anywhere, like, about Jesus, but just trying to stay in the moment with God, like not getting caught up in routines and everything like that. So definitely, moving fast. Like that song, it meant a lot because I was like, I know that I know it's something that I wanted to prevent myself from doing, like getting so busy, and then ultimately losing God in it. And that's why I did like rest after that tour. I even went to New York, and a bunch of my friends were like, bro, you could hop on stage with us. It was like they were like having a worship night, and I was like, bro, just hop on stage. And I was like, nah, man, like I gotta chill out. And New York is like my favorite city ever. So but it's real, man. It's like, resting and just moving around and staying in the moment.
Dang, and that's so good, just like knowing your limits and being so in tune with the Spirit.
Yes, bro.
And so committed to it that you were able to like rest in that moment. And I think it's something that like even those who aren't traveling around a lot or like on tour a lot are able to relate with. Like people in everyday life, like we get caught up in typical 9-to-5 grind. Then for those who have family and kids and stuff like that, like drop them off at school, come back, eat dinner. Like by then it's like 8:00. Like where's time for the Father? Like, where's time for Jesus? And it's so difficult, and especially in our culture that like overemphasizes and overvalues like efficiency and moving and getting things done.
Talk about that.
Because like I know that's one of the tendencies that I really have, and it's funny is some of the things that I've been talking about with like my oversight at work is like my tendency to just focus on like what I'm doing rather than like the people around me or things like that. And then from there, like what we're forced, at least what I see in myself is like what I'm forced to do is then I understand like, hey, I only have time for so many relationships. And so at that point, like I start cutting people out that like I shouldn't be pruning.
Wow,
Because they're bearing good fruit in my life. They're providing encouragement. But because of like the enemy trying to like keep me isolated or keeping me like too busy for the Lord, it's something that like I don't have time even for just those people.
That's real,
And those people could bring such encouragement. Like I could encourage those people and things like that. And it's and that, I know that's something I've struggled with for a while because I read back at the end of 2017, which maybe even you could read this on it's a book called The Unhurried Life by Alan Fadling.
That sounds good.
It's basically talking about how like the word that he would use to describe like our Savior was relaxed because he was always in control. Like we're always like whenever we understand who's in control and we actually trust him, we're able to relax a little bit more and just simply play our part.
Wow.
And then there's another one as well, which Cody Hollister, like our friend for the Titans, mentioned, the ruthless elimination of hurry.
Wow.
I can't remember who did that, but yeah, it's something that we got to fight because in this culture, like that's something that we're all susceptible to.
No, that's so true.
Yeah.
I think that always leads to like making decisions too quickly. Like the devil just worry. Like how Jesus speaks to so much about not worrying. Like when we do worry, the devil's automatically like, you need to make this decision. Like I was worrying about like the wife thing, and I was just like, let me go ahead and hop in this. I was like, let me hop in this relationship. Like, nah, I'm not about to be out here like